is something that I need to say, to my older Christian women. This needs to happen.
Yeah.
Because we see you now and you don't want to share what you've been through before.
Ain't
Okay?
that something?
Yeah, they don't want to share. You tell me why you don't want me to do something. Tell me what you went through because that's why you're trying to show. And that's something that I do with young people. I always, if I'm telling you not to do something, I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
And that's something that she did. And we sat there and we had a talk. And when I tell you, I just cried. And she let me know, because she had her and her husband, they had the beautiful marriage. They, that walk you into church, sit her up there, make sure her pillow was good, make sure his wife was taken care of, and she took care. And she told me about that marriage she had before that time and how that went. And I'm like, really? You had to go through that? And how her husband that she was with, that wasn't the person that she's like, that ain't the type of man I ever wanted to be. When he first approached me, he was like, get out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
But she sat there and she talked to me and she said, now, baby, is not the time for you to pull away from God.
Ooh.
This is the time to pull closer to God.
Because that's what we do. Ain't that something
Right.
that we do that?
Yes.
When he's always there, but then when something go wrong,
we want to throw our hands up. Thank God that God don't leave us, we leave God.
Say that again.
God don't leave us, we leave God. So if you're going through something, the time is not for you to draw away from God. That's the pull near.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, the closer I got to God, at that time, I just put it all. I stopped listening to, only gospel music. I had stopped hanging out and just doing stuff, and I just like, God.
You had to switch the game.
Yeah, I had to switch the game. I had to switch the game cold, and it was just, I had to sit there in prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Celibacy, woo, Jesus Christ. Have to do that all the time.
So you had to give us some things.
Yeah, I had to
to
give
get
up
some
get some things.
Yeah.
When I tell you, there was nights that I prayed so long, just crying, just praying. I fell asleep in a prayer position.
That's them good prayers.
That's
right
good
there.
Prayers.
When you cry yourself to sleep,
Ooh,
talking
just
to the Lord,
help me, Lord.
and then you wake up and you like, when did I go to sleep?
Right.
What time did I go to sleep?
I done prayed myself to sleep. my daughter always be like, Mom, I don't want you to pray because you pray too long. I have
Do
to.
you fall asleep when you read your Bible?
Yeah.
I do too. I thought it was just me.
No.
For some reason, when I read the Bible, when I'm getting ready to go to sleep, I fall right to sleep.
God is a God of second chances. We can get that audio Bible and listen.
Yeah, that's true.
So I try to do that, but
I might try to do that sometime.
Try to do that, just every now and then.
I like to make my little highlights
You do?
and stuff, so I can remember and come back to it and stuff.
I
But
got
I might
Yes.
try to
But I did. I became heavily involved in anytime the church doors open, the ladies' day,
So
the youth, everything.
Then when you did that, everything was okay.
It wasn't okay. Everything wasn't okay, but it made it better because I had a prayer circle. I started having sisters that were praying for me, and some of them probably on right now, who was there for me. I had.
We got Latanya.
Hey. At the Trinity Boutique.
Rashida.
Oh, that's one of my sisters.
They on here.
Hey, y'all.
They support.
Hey, sisters.
They even stayed when it was silent.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you. Sometimes you got to sit in silence.
Felicia.
Hey, that's my sister. And the sister circle was deep. And I always say, I can't say I was a single mom. Because I had so many sisters in the church that have my back. When I tell you have my back, enroll your daughter in school. I'll pick her up. You need to work, I'll pick her up.
Ain't it something when you have community?
Right, you have a community. It's very important. And I'm like, God, I see what you're doing. But at first, I couldn't.
Now, in that process of gaining those sisters, because sometimes we don't like to ask for help.
You know, I didn't.
So did God bring the help to you, or did you ask for help? How did that happen? Because it's a lot.
He brought the hot to me. I'm still working on it. I'm hard headed. I don't like to ask for nothing. I'll be sitting there. Won't ask for nothing. And I remember Kenya, one of my girl Kenya, she's a comedian also, Kenya. And I remember one time she gave me a card. And I was like, why she gave me a card? Mm-hmm. And when I opened up that card, She had put like $50 in there.
You know, cars is the best because
And
they
I
always
said,
have money, you know.
Wait a minute, do I got broke right across my forehead? Why you give me this? And she was like, no, God bless me, and I wanted to bless you.
I know how it feels when nobody is there to catch you when you starting to fumble. I know how it feels to go through your entire life without no one to look up to. I know how it feels when suicide becomes a temptation cause nobody loved you. She cried out for help when she was in trouble, but every